I would say not since Heat has something had such staying power as this
God,
Sicario.
say that again.
Not since Heat has something had the staying power that
wonderful.
Sicario has.
That's the best. That's the best I've heard so far.
They're
That's a
indelible.
wonderful compliment. Thank you.
First of all, good to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
One of the first times I talked to you, I said, so what made you go into acting? What do you love about acting? And you said there was a little bit of reluctance because watching your dad, you saw how inconsistent it was as a job, and you never considered it. Well, now, I think you're doing okay. I don't think you have anything to worry
Still
about.
inconsistent, though. It's always inconsistent. You know, no matter where you are in the kind of spectrum of things, you never really know what's gonna. That whole cliche actually is true.
If it comes in waves, you're under a tsunami right now, though. You'd say.
Things are very nice right now. I remember I've reminded myself because I'm kind of so paranoid about the fluctuation.
Right.
You know, normally is that I reminded myself on the Sunday after Avengers came out, like, it's okay to enjoy this. It's all right. You can relax for a second. Yeah.
As a little kid, did you ever in your wildest dreams, once you decided maybe you'd give this a shot, that you'd go to the multiplex and be able to look up and go, yeah, I'm in that, I'm in that, I'm in that, I'm in that? It's
no,
hard not
I think
to find you.
For 20 years, forget being a kid, for 20 years I didn't feel, for longer than that, for 30 years I never felt that way, you know? It didn't, you know, this is a 2.5 year process that we did these movies, and then they all kind of came out one after the other. We even have one coming out after this on Netflix.
Sure.
So it just happened that way. It's not my fault. It's not, I don't want to, you know.
Well,
I hope
deserved.
people aren't getting sick of Josh, you know.
I hope you still take joy in it. I don't think people are sick of
I
Josh.
I do. I'd say I like the movies. That's the difference. When you look at the movies, and you know, Avengers, I have like a thing for. I don't know why. I really like that movie. I love this movie. Deadpool 2 was great.
I mean, come on, Cable. Like, I would imagine you, even though you're going and you're thinking about lighting, oh, they took that take. You're still rearranging organs from laughing so loud.
No, I enjoyed it very much. I think Ryan and I, especially on the tour, had a really good time with it. We have a nice banter.
Agreed.
Yeah.
This, you and Del Toro. I mean, amazing chemistry there.
Thanks,
a
man.
remarkable movie. Some people would say, man, the first one was so intense, I don't know if I can handle a second one. This is relentlessly intense.
It is. It's more intense. I feel that it's more intense. I just saw it the other day by myself again because I just wanted to take it all in and look at plot points and are there any weaknesses and that kind of thing. And we had already done our notes a year ago or, you know, 9 months ago or whatever. But I enjoy, I think I can watch it objectively. I enjoy the movie. I think it's a good movie. It stands on its own. It's a movie that I'm left with a heavy experience, which I think is great.
People will love this movie. The genre, I would say not since Heat has something had such staying power as this
God,
Sicario.
say that again.
Not since Heat has something had the staying power that Sicario has.
That's the best. That's the best I've heard so far.
They're
That's a
indelible.
wonderful compliment. Thank you.
But I mean, if there are scenes that people, like film students, will analyze for years to come, and the moment that score comes on, that
It's amazing.
Like, your
Johan
throat
Johansson.
get dry.
I know. It's good. It's good. Like I said, at the end of the movie, there was a similarity that I felt with No Country when I saw that movie. And you don't really know what you're doing when you do it. You know, people think, well, there's a feeling on set and this, and I have a real trust with Benny, and I love working with him. I like this new director a lot. Our DP, Darius Wolski, is incredible. So it was one of those things, but you go, you never know. I've done too many movies where you see it on the screen and it feels good, and then you see it and you're like, what happened?
Right.
This one was quite the opposite.
Quite brilliant. If you were to tackle any of your products right now and maybe get behind the director's chair, would you want to direct another Sicario? Would you want to direct them? You directing a Marvel movie, I think, would be interesting.
You know, I like that. You know what? I had so much fun on Avengers. You know, I had so much fun with the Russos that's something that I would never have thought before that. But I had such a brilliant time. So yeah, you know, the directing and all that, we've been talking about it a lot. You know, I directed a lot of theater, which has no, you know, necessarily a parallel at all. But I just think it's, you know, probably in the next 5 years, I'll tackle something. Right. I like the idea if this does well, you know, and we'll see the business of it. But, you know, Taylor Sheridan directing the third one, I like the idea of. I think he's a very special talent right now. So
yeah, agreed.
We'll see.
And great work in his movies as well.
Thanks, man.
All right, so this is a great entree. Some of your other movies, great desserts. This is a fantastic one.
Right on.